Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Greg. I'm going to go over the cryptocurrency market and give you my take on it. We've had a lot of massive price action in the last day or so, and going through and checking out the sentiment. And the bears are still going to be bears, guys. So, like I said in my previous videos, I'm still expecting a little bit more downside possibly. And it doesn't look like that's going to happen. Now, is Bitcoin going to correct this leg? At some point, it will. Okay. That'll definitely happen. When it goes up, it's always going to retrace, come back down, and then go back up. So I'm going to show you some evidence that you have a really good shot at the bottom. It's done. It's over with. And if you're still here, well, you got a lot of good opportunities in 2023. I told you 2023 is probably going to be a really good year, and you should be able to make a lot of money this year. Okay, if you play your cards right. Okay, a lot of people are going to sit on the sidelines probably for the next 30 to 60 days, especially if Bitcoin goes up and does a pretty significant correction, comes back down. So it remains to be seen. But I'm here on the 2-week chart, guys. I was showing some stuff, and by the way, too, I'll let you guys know on my Twitter page over here, most of what my Twitter is just updating some charts and stuff, what I'm looking at. Like I have Barn Bridge here, AIOZ coin, Gala crypto. No, this is UFO gaming, etc. I do throw in some other things, from time to time about health or something like that, or make comments on other stuff. So if you want to get more recent updates, I pretty much stick to Twitter. It's just easier to communicate with some followers that are following me on Twitter through there rather than through the YouTube, because sometimes it gets a little bit confusing. So that's what I do over there, guys, for the time being. All right. So back to the chart, the 2-week chart. I was posting this on Twitter, and I did it a few days ago. But one thing that you want to take in consideration for the 2-week MACD is that you have this for Bitcoin right now, guys. And you have a green bar or candle in the histogram, and you have a bullish cross on the 2-week MACD. Okay, so that's actually a positive signal. If you go back and check that, every time you bought Bitcoin in this area, it was really good deal long-term for a long-term holder to buy Bitcoin in that area, okay? Based off that data. Now, the other data I'm going to go over is that this 2-week on this downtrend in the RSI, and I put it out as far as I could put it out. Okay, so let me put it like on top of that. I'll put it on top of that one. It's just touching there and on this, and you can clearly see on this 2-week MACD that it came here and it's popped out of there. So that's telling you more than likely you have a really good shot that Bitcoin is forming a new trend, or this is the end of it and it's on to something new. I also came over here into the 1 month. This is the 1 month RSI. Here, I'll show you. So this is the 1 month chart up top here on the BLX. I'm just going to blow this up. And you clearly have a trend. I put this trend on the 1 month. And every time in history, you take that trend and it was broken, the trend back down broken, and it was onto a new trend. Okay? So right here on the 1 month. And then I took the length of this RSI and I compared it to the length of this RSI. And you see this RSI here, and then it's this RSI on the monthly is lower than this RSI, but you see it didn't go as high, but you can see about the same length, and it reversed out of there. So clearly there is, based off the data, the long-term trend data on Bitcoin in the RSI, that Bitcoin is in the process of making a new trend. Okay, so that's actually really good for Bitcoin. And the other reason that so my previous videos, I was like 50-50, I was saying like I was 60-40, 40-60, or 50-50 on whether Bitcoin has made a bottom or not at that 15,000, looks like, what was that, about 15,600, 700 or something like that, maybe 400. And because you definitely had mixed signals in this area with Bitcoin. However, the reason I was 50-50 is because the other data that I was getting from other altcoins looking like they formed a bottom, and also too just taking a look at the DXY, if you take it off and you put it on linear in this trend right here, and it went up just recently as of pretty much on the weekly, this past week, it busted that trend. It's breaking through there, pretty much telling you on the DXY that this is going to be the trend continuation. This is the trend for the DXY now. So more than likely with the DXY, it's going to be going down and obviously doing retraces and going to be going into a trend this way, guys. And so what that means is that, not only Bitcoin, probably traditional markets too, are in the area, probably down forming a bottom, might go down a little bit more, and then they're going to start swinging back up and going into some wave, a bullish wave up and to the right. Whether it's a corrective wave remains to be seen, but that's going to more than likely going to be happening because of this data right here, guys. That's how I'm looking at that. And then also looking at assets like Polkadot. I made an update about this on Twitter. I'm not really updating Polkadot too much because it's just not a sexy coin anymore. Like nobody wants to hear about Polkadot, but I was looking at Polkadot and its nasty trend that it made, and I was watching it because Polkadot is actually a really good coin to keep track of to bounce off Bitcoin. For some reason, Polkadot and Bitcoin, they go together. They go up together, they go down together. It just that's the one most closely related to it that I found is Polkadot out of the cryptocurrencies, obviously to Ethereum and some other coins, but Polkadot has clearly come down into this trend and bottomed, in my opinion, at $4.27, and it's already whizzed out of there in a good reversal, gone up. It looks like about 50%, all the way up to about $6.50. So my opinion right there with Polkadot is that Polkadot is finished, and more than likely because of that too. And just looking at other data, I'll go through other data that I'd mentioned previously too for you guys, is that I mentioned on with Cardano that that 24-cent area that Cardano went to, and I had it in the chart that was a 50% retrace with Cardano. More than likely that was the bottom, and I was mentioning that before that was the area to get Cardano. So that was another reason I was looking at coins like this. I said, man, these coins are bottoming, or this is just a really, really good fake out. And I really think that these coins have bottomed, guys. Another good example of that is a coin that's actually fairly popular. A lot of people like it, is H-bar. And H-bar was another one. I was looking for it to come to the box, didn't quite make it, and it came down there and it whizzed out of there, has broken the channel, and it did a nice V-shaped recovery, already up 50% in this area. So more than likely H-bar is into a new trend. It's found a bottom, guys. Okay. I post update about Hex, guys. I think Hex has one more low. It's not quite finished. I could be wrong about that. The other coins I was looking at was, I still think some of these coins might swing down one more time, guys, before they find a bottom. I'm trying to remember the other coin I was checking out to show you guys that had a really nice bottom formation. Oh, that was Aptos. I remember now. It's Aptos. Let me go to Aptos. That I made videos previously about Aptos, and it was in this area, and then it formed this area. And basically, my consensus is like, if you want to make like decent money with the coin, don't mess with it. Just wait for it to find some bottom, and then make get a reaction, and then wait for it to pick it up over here. And this is another reason, is that this came down, and it looked like, obviously to me, it was forming a bottom, giving you a signal based off the other data with Polkadot, Cardano, some other coins that I was looking at, going, man, these things look like they have a serious good bottom. It came up, and you could pick this up on a retrace. But that was a reason why, guys, I was like 50-50 and looking at these coins. Chili's is another one, is that it's had a nice reaction right there. And based off this wave structure with Chili's going up into this wave and back down right here, it hit 886, and it's had a nice reaction. I mean, it's already whizzed out of there. So it looked like that was the bottom for Chili's. And more than likely, Chili's is a nice setup, just because Chili's is going up in this wave. It's done a second wave correction, and now Chili's is going into a third wave. And you have a good shot with Ethereum in that area too, guys. So this is going to be really, really interesting in the crypto market because, and I was saying you have a good shot that this could happen where Ethereum bottomed in June and then Bitcoin just recently made a bottom. So now the cryptocurrency market or those that are traditional in it, and they think everything's supposed to bottom together, and it just doesn't work like that. I mean, assets can bottom at different times. It's very common. Assets can go up, but with Ethereum in this area, Ethereum technically, if you want to look at it from a technical, it still would have some proving to do. But at the end of the day, if that was the second wave bottom, Ethereum could be working on making that third wave over here, guys. And that's going to be, like probably about a $3,000 target for that next wave, potentially, depending on what it's going to do in its correction with Ethereum. So if Ethereum is going, like I said, guys, if Ethereum is going to be going into this wave, okay. So here's the thing. Everybody's expecting the altcoins to, not everybody, I don't mean everybody. I'm just speaking in general terms, okay, generalities, okay. The general market or consensus is that, Bitcoin is going to take over the market. The dominance is going to shoot up. All the altcoins are going to tank. So it'll be Bitcoin, Ethereum, and then altcoins will tank and they'll be at the bottom of the barrel. And they're not going to do anything until this whole, cycle process starts over again. But if Ethereum is going to be going into a third wave and you have a really good shot of Ethereum doing that, it's going to be in a stronger wave potentially than Bitcoin. So that really means that the altcoins are going to be able to rip. And Ethereum, at the end of the day, guys, is still open for debate what it's doing. Okay, so if we go out here to a weekly chart, look at a weekly chart on Ethereum. Okay, here's the wave. You have the debate that Ethereum made a 1-2. So here's the debate with Ethereum. Here's a 1. It came back into a 2. Here's the 3, a shallow 4, and there was a 5. And that is possible. That's possible for Ethereum. However, with Ethereum, you have a 1-2. This whole thing could be a 3. This could have been the 4, and now Ethereum is going into a 5th wave. And if you take a look at that wave, you just take a look at this wave. If I move it off, it looks more reasonable to me. So you just don't know. And then if you look at it on a monthly chart, you go out to a monthly chart and you take a look at Ethereum. This is the dilemma for myself that I've been looking at, is that with Ethereum back down into this wave, right? It came up, this section of that wave on the monthly chart really looks like a third wave extension right here. It came down, corrected a little bit, and it just continued on its third wave. And the reason I say that is because of the channel. However, I don't want to go too much into Ethereum like that. What I'm just trying to let you guys know, that those that are following my channel, is that if Ethereum came down, and whether this is the first wave, this came down into a second wave, and this is the first wave of completed, and this is going to be this third wave of this wave that it's making, whether it's, the first wave or the 5th wave, this still is going to be potentially a strong wave in this area for Ethereum, guys. So that means the altcoins, you're going to have some altcoins that are really, really going to be doing well. And taking a look at the Bitcoin dominance chart is starting to go up, and you're going to want to see where this is going to break. And it looks like it's trying to break up, whether this is going to be, going up into there and then breaking back down, because of this structure right here is coming up to swing back down. That's what I'm checking out, whether this Bitcoin dominance is going to take off like that. So you want to be aware of something like that too, just looking at this structure right here, because on the daily it did whiz up out of there, and whether it's this RSI in this daily is going to get high enough to take that out, telling you this is a strong enough wave for the dominance, for the Bitcoin dominance to go up. But as of right now, the signal is more pointing towards the dominance is probably going to be going down sometime in the future. Okay, just don't know yet. So that's kind of what I'm expecting, and I'm expecting to look at be getting in obviously heavier into some altcoins, just in case something like that's going to happen, where Ethereum is really going to be blasting. And the other evidence you have too is Binance coin. This one right here really coming up, Binance coin probably ended right there, and it's up over here over $300 already, guys, with a strong wave, and it's going to correct. And it, Binance coin's the same way. Binance Coin, in my opinion, guys. I know a lot of people don't like this coin, and there's a lot of FUD behind it. Retail is really, really scared. They don't want anything to do with crypto right now for the most part. And, Binance Coin never completed a fifth wave, guys, in my opinion. You clearly see this in the 1 week RSI. Okay. Now the argument is this is a truncated fifth wave. I don't believe that. Not with waves like this. If you think about this reasonably, you see how strong that wave is, and then you see how strong this wave is right here. To me, it makes no sense to have this strong wave and then this strong wave and then boom, and then a wimpy fifth wave like that. It makes no sense. More than likely, it's over here, and then it's going to complete that fifth wave. So if Binance is completing that fifth wave, does that mean Ethereum's completing that fifth wave? Good question. Good question. So, and then with Bitcoin too, you can't rule that out. Bitcoin didn't come down and break the bottom either, guys, over here. It didn't come down and breach that 13,759. So is Bitcoin the same way? 1, 2, is it 3, 4, 5, or is it 1, 2, 3, 4, and then it's going into one last fifth wave? So just not going to know the answer to that till these start forming, guys. So I wanted to give you that heads up when I was checking out right there with the altcoin market, Bitcoin, and the cryptocurrency market, guys. Also, too, I wanted to go over the dominance chart. I was looking at this into this ascending wedge that it did, and it's actually looking like it dropped so much that could have been the end of it on the dominance chart up there, guys, because you can clearly see with this dominance chart now is that you have your trend right there, and it's just like the DXY. It's looking like it broke it right there. It came down so far. And not to say that it can't retrace. There's probably going to be a retrace, which means there's going to be a dump into the crypto market. But right now on the weekly chart, this came down so far that this trend in this area right here, it's looking like this was the last low peak. And now it's pretty much over with, guys, right there. Just breaking that trend. Both of the trends that I had on here, the long-term trend and the short-term trend. So here's that trend, it broke it, and then here's this trend right here, and it broke it, and then it clearly broke it in the RSI. So more than likely, with the break of that trend, the break of the DXY trend, Bitcoin, and the opposite, like right down here in the weekly chart, down here, check that, breaking that monthly chart, everything is pointing towards that was more than likely the bottom, guys, with Bitcoin, okay? If you made it all the way to the end, do me a huge favor, drop a like, hit the subscribe button. Peace.